Imagine a world where extinct creatures walk among us once more. That world is not far off, as the long-extinct dire wolves have been brought back to life. In a groundbreaking feat, Colossal Biosciences has done the unthinkable. They've breathed life back into a species that disappeared from the face of the earth over 10,000 years ago. The dire wolves, the ancient canids that once roamed the wilderness, are back amongst the living. So how did this come about? It's all thanks to the marvels of genetic engineering. The process began with the extraction of ancient DNA. This DNA, a remnant of a bygone era, was the key to unlocking the secrets of the dire wolves. Scientists meticulously identified specific gene variants within this DNA, variants that were unique to the dire wolves. But identifying the genes was only half the battle. The next step was gene editing. Using the common gray wolf as a template, scientists made careful edits to 14 genes. These edits, 20 in total, were designed to recreate the distinct physical and behavioral characteristics of the dire wolves. The fruits of their labor? 3 dire wolf pups, the first of their kind in over 10 millennia. Named Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, these pups represent a triumph of science, a testament to human ingenuity, and a beacon of hope for the future of genetic diversity. But the story doesn't end there. The dire wolves currently reside in a specialized ecological preserve, a safe haven designed to mimic their natural habitat. And while they may be the first, they certainly won't be the last. Colossal Biosciences has set their sights on other extinct species, with plans to bring back creatures like the woolly mammoth and the dodo. But the return of the dire wolves is only the beginning. The science behind de-extinction is as fascinating as it is complex. Let's take a closer look at how Colossal Biosciences brought back the dire wolf, a species that went extinct over 10,000 years ago. The process started with the gray wolf, the dire wolf's closest living relative, sharing a whopping 99.5% of its DNA. The key to de-extinction lay in the remaining 0.5%. It's in this minuscule fraction of genetic material that the traits unique to the dire wolf were found. To replicate these traits, Colossal Biosciences performed 20 precise genomic edits. This was not a Frankenstein-esque splicing of ancient DNA with modern, but a sophisticated rewriting of the gray wolf's genetic code. The company focused on 14 key genes, modifying them to replicate the physical and behavioral characteristics that set dire wolves apart from their gray wolf cousins. The result? Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, the first dire wolves to walk the earth in over 10 millennia. But the implications of this work extend far beyond the return of an ancient predator. This technology has the potential to revolutionize global conservation efforts. By replicating extinct traits, we can restore genetic diversity to endangered species, bolstering their resilience and potentially saving them from the brink of extinction. Take the red wolf, for example. Once critically endangered, this species is now making a comeback, thanks to a novel blood cloning approach developed by Colossal Biosciences. And the potential benefits don't stop there. This technology could also be used to reintroduce de-extinct species into secure ecological preserves, contributing to habitat development and species stewardship. It's a win-win for conservation. We get to see these majestic creatures in the wild again, and they get a second chance at life. With this technology, we are not just reviving the past, but preserving the future. However, with every scientific breakthrough, there are bound to be ethical concerns. As we delve into the realm of de-extinction, the ethical landscape becomes as intricate as the genetic codes we're deciphering. Genetic engineering, in its essence, is a powerful tool. It has the potential to rewrite the narrative of extinction, to breathe life back into species that we once considered lost forever. But just like any tool, the ethical implications of its use are profound. Let's cast our minds back to past cloning experiments. Dolly the sheep, the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell, was a landmark achievement, but it also served as a stark reminder of the risks involved. Dolly suffered from premature aging and other health issues, raising concerns about the welfare of cloned animals. With de-extinction, we're not just cloning, we're editing the genetic code, introducing a whole new level of complexity and uncertainty. The potential benefits for conservation are undeniable. De-extinction could provide a lifeline for endangered species, offering a second chance for creatures teetering on the brink of oblivion. But these benefits must be weighed against potential risks. One such risk is the impact on existing ecosystems. Introducing an extinct species back into the wild could upset the delicate balance of nature, potentially leading to unforeseen consequences. For instance, how would modern ecosystems react to the sudden reappearance of the dire wolf? Then there's the potential for misuse of the technology. In the wrong hands, genetic engineering could be exploited, leading to the creation of genetically modified organisms with unknown repercussions. It's a Pandora's box that, once opened, could be difficult to close. In the end, the ethical concerns surrounding de-extinction are not just about the science. They're about our responsibility as stewards of this planet. They're about the respect we owe to nature and the sanctity of life. They're about understanding that with great power comes great responsibility. It is clear that as we push the boundaries of science, we must also consider the ethical implications of our actions. The dire wolves are not the only creatures making a comeback. Whisperings from the scientific community hint at an exciting yet daunting prospect: the return of 15 extinct animals. Yes, you heard that right. 15 species once lost to time are set to tread our Earth again in 2025. Among these are two iconic creatures, the woolly mammoth and the dodo. The woolly mammoth, a majestic creature that roamed the icy plains during the last ice age, was an essential part of the ecosystem, shaping the landscape with its foraging habits. Its return could provide invaluable insights into the Earth's prehistoric environments and climate change patterns. Then we have the dodo, a bird that has become synonymous with extinction itself. This flightless bird once resided on the island of Mauritius, living a life free from predators until the arrival of humans and other invasive species led to their untimely demise. The return of the dodo could offer a unique opportunity to study the effects of human interference and habitat destruction on species survival. But what does this mean for our current ecosystems? The reintroduction of extinct species could cause shifts in our current ecological dynamics. These animals could potentially fill ecological roles that have been vacant for centuries, or they might compete with existing species for resources. It's a complex, unpredictable equation, and only time will tell the true impact. Moreover, the return of these species could revolutionize our understanding of life on Earth. It could shed light on the mysteries of evolution, adaptation, and extinction. It could help us understand how species interact with their environment and how they respond to changes in their habitats. The knowledge gained could be instrumental in shaping our strategies for conservation and habitat restoration in the future. The return of these animals represents a new era in science and conservation, but it also raises many questions. As we stand on the brink of this new era, we must ask ourselves, are we prepared for the return of the past?